Today, the Summer Slaughter Tour arrived here in New York City's Irving Plaza, uniting different ears, different types of music fans. The lineup itself proves what the present and the future of heavy metal is. But never forget that there's always a lot of other music out there. So for the next 7 hours, you're gonna be experiencing the most intense, the most extreme, the most insane tour of the summer, without a doubt. This is the 2012 Summer Slaughter Tour. If you're watching this, thank you very much for supporting our music.
Put your horns up.
We want you to put your horns up. You're watching HornsUpRocks.com.
This is the Summer Slaughter Tour. They wouldn't ask you guys to come and headline it if it wasn't because you guys can really kind of grab every band and be like, all right, levitate them in a way, you know, help each other out.
Yeah, there's a lot of different styles of bands on this tour, and I'm glad that they wanted us to represent like just the classic death metal style. There's a lot of progressive metal on this tour, and it seems like each band is gaining new fans from the other band's fans. So it's working out.
A lot of metal for 12 hours at a time, but it's cool, man. A lot of cool people, good bands, and it's a diverse tour, which is important, I think, with this kind of music. So yeah, it's been good so far.
A lot of different bands, as you said before. You know, you have definitely. Obviously you guys in Cannibal co-headlining.
Yeah. And
did you ever kind of expect to share a stage in that sort of form with Cannibal?
Not really, no. It's awesome because, you know, I've been a fan of the band since I was a young teen. So it's cool to share the stage and, you know, meet the guys, and they're great dudes. You know, it's always nice to meet a band you've respected and listened to for years, and they turn out to be really awesome guys. So yeah, we can't complain at all.
I mean, I guess it kind of works in a certain sort of peculiar way, you know, but it does give a lot of different angles, you know, so people can come check it out. Like, people would come check out somebody like The Faceless or Periphery, and then maybe stumble across us and be like, wow, you know, I've never really heard of this band. I never knew, you know, what they did. I like what they do, their style, or they suck, or, you know, whatever you come up with at the end of it. But because of that variance, you know, it's so funny because when I think of metal, I think of it as all kind of like a solid kind of thing, but there are so many different little genres, and so many people are like linked to these little genres that they never really hear another division of a metal genre, you know. So I mean, I've run across a bunch of kids doing this tour that have been like, you know, y'all are really awesome, but I'd never heard of you before. And, you know, and that's what you have to think about when you're going into this. It's just like, oh, we're playing in front of a whole different crowd, but we're playing in front of people that have never even heard us as well, and people that have heard us, but, you know, so you have to kind of bust your ass a little more to kind of bring it to the people that have never heard you.
It's been challenging, but I think we've been integrating really well with the Summer Slaughter crew and everything. And there's even a few bands we've already played with before. So, you know, showing up was kind of, you know, a bit of a reunion in a lot of ways. There's, you know, 2, 3, maybe even 4 bands on this tour that we know. And we're
Summer Slaughter Tour is summer camp. You know, we've toured with Cannibal Corpse, The Faceless, Between the Buried and Me, Goatwhore, pretty much almost all the bands on the tour in the past. So it's like big family reunion, honestly, on this tour, so it's really cool.
So far, which crowds have stood out for you, like in a personal level?
I don't know, LA, Texas. I mean, there hasn't been a bad show on the tour, honestly, which is surprising. So it's been, for lack of a better word, it's been awesome. It's been awesome.
Except for that show at Tampa, which, why don't you tell us about, like, Forever?
Oh.
They don't know what happened. Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
I almost got shot, I almost got killed. I bought a bulletproof vest after that show. Yeah, this is it. No, realistically, I'm sure somebody was just making a joke over the whole Batman scenario, and we were about to go on. Some guy made a comment of, hey, I'm going to shoot the crowd and the band when this band goes on, because literally it happened right before it went on, and I think it just got blown up out of proportion, and it's just kind of ridiculous. It was annoying, but whatever.
Well, it's all been good for the most part. Any standout shows for me would be the LA show was the first show of the tour, which was cool, and you know, it's all good. It's all good, man.
We did a hometown show in Charlotte, North Carolina, a few days ago, and that it was the first time in a while we've really felt like a huge hometown welcome, you know, there. So that was a standout show, I think. I don't know, just in general, very surprised with the crowds. You know, we were honestly a little nervous, you know, just with the death metal, you know, touring. You know, we've never really toured with a band like that, so we were scared, like, not scared, but worried that some of the fans would just be like, "Oh, fuck you," you know. But it's been great. It's been the response has been great every night, you know, and you know, I think for all the bands, it's just everybody's very surprised with the turnouts and the reactions in the crowd have been, you know, a lot better than everyone expected.
I mean, all of them have been really good, you know, in their own way. They all have different elements to it, you know. San Diego was really good. Las Vegas was really good, you know. Tonight was really good, you know. The crowd was really intense tonight, which is awesome, you know. You never know. New York City can be kind of questionable because, you know, they get so much here. So you never know what's going to come out, you know, in the scheme of it. But the crowd was really, really fucking out of control tonight, and it was awesome. So everything went well.
And from those bands, is there anybody you've seen, like, if you had time to see a few sets that you were like, oh, those guys, maybe we'll bring them back on the road one day or anything like that?
Yeah, well, we've known most of the, at least half of the bands from, you know, doing tours or shows with them in the past. Goatwhore, we've done plenty of stuff with. Exhumed, you know, we've toured with them over the years. And then there's Job for a Cowboy. We've done some stuff with them. And then the Faceless, we did shows with them in Japan and on the Metal Blade tour with Black Dahlia, but the 25th anniversary Metal Blade tour. So yeah, we've known a lot of these guys for a while. I'm just now meeting some of the other ones, the younger bands, but everybody gets along good, so it's awesome.
The official after party from the 2012 Summer Slaughter tour here in New York City. These are the brothers from Exhumed. How are you guys?
Oh, you know, moderately drunk, which is pretty good, I suppose. Moderately good.
How about you?
Working on it, working on it.
Was it a little weird for you guys to play a little earlier than usual today in a shorter set?
Well, the shorter set's cool. I mean, it's kind of like less work for the same amount of money. But I mean, it kind of sucks for the kids that came to see us because 25 minutes is kind of like it's like a cock tease or whatever.
It is a tease.
No, you know what? It's weird. It's like we're just getting warmed up, and then it's like, well, all right, well, we're done. Well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get drunk. And that's it. Which is, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, we play real early in the day, and then, you know, we play, it's like 20 minutes, we're done, and then we just have so much time to get drunk. It's terrible. It's just terrible. And the load-ins are so early. The load-ins are just way goddamn early, and it kind of blows it. But we get to get drunk, so that's cool.
It's like a double-edged sword because we have from basically 5 o'clock on to get wasted, but then we have to be there at like 11:30 the next morning. So we can completely destroy ourselves, but we're awake for the whole hangover. So, you know, it's confusing. It's a confusing life we lead.
So every date you see us on the Summer Slaughter tour is us hungover. And that's a true story.
So buy them a beer for sure.
Yeah, definitely, please.
We need the hair of that dog to help cure that shit.
And so far from all the towns you play, what about, like, you know, midway through the tour, which towns or which crowds have stood out for you guys this time around? Like a memory, you know what I mean?
You know, I thought tonight actually was really good. It's tough to tell because, I mean, like, we've done a few tours for this record already, so I kind of feel like people that are like diehard Exhumed fans have hopefully they've seen us already. And on this tour, we're kind of looking more for like younger kids that maybe haven't seen us before or maybe have heard of us but have never come out to a show. So it's like we kind of go at it with the idea that it's a completely strange audience every night. We're just trying to win over new people. And most nights end up turning out pretty good. I mean, I thought tonight was good. Philadelphia was actually really good. That's probably been the best one so far, I think. So
tonight was really good. Yeah, it's cool, man. I haven't had any negativity from it at all. No one told me I sucked, which is cool. I enjoy that when people don't, when they don't tell me I suck. I mean, they can tell me I suck. It's cool. It's like criticism. You know, I'll take it as.
You get enough of that in the van with just us.